It's amazing how life can be a roller coaster in so many different ways. But we all have choices that we need to make each and every day of our lives. But how do we go about these choices that we make each and every day of our lives? Because if we don't make the right choices, chances are is that we are going to fall away, in our journey with God, as we grow in our faith. But my challenge today is that what do you see as the most important part and the necessity of life today? Um, every day, every morning that when I wake up, I look forward to the day. And I look forward to the day knowing that God has something, set for me. God has a purpose for my life. I don't know if you look at yourself, do you see the purpose that God has for your life, or do you see, uh, uh, do you see hopelessness, or do you see uh, uh, just struggles? Do you see stress? Do you see issues that are not ending, and you feel like you want to give up? But I came here to challenge you today, is that God has a purpose for your life. God has a mission for your life. God has a goal for your life. You are not here by mistake, but God has something designed specifically for you. And the only thing that you need to do, you need to get on board with Him. That's the only way you can figure out your purpose. The only way you can figure out your purpose is by getting on board and getting to know God and getting to know who He is in your life. One of the things that I've come to know to where I am today, is that when you get to know somebody, when you get in a relationship with somebody, there's quite a lot that you get to learn. There's quite a lot of growth that begins to happen in your life. And that's all that we need, in this life. I look at my life, a few years down the line, and few years, years that are coming ahead. I've seen the grace of God, but God has enabled me, to get to know my purpose, get to know my dream, and to reveal Himself to me. But that only happens when you have a relationship with Him. I'm always worried about people that get on hop on one relationship to another. I don't know what they're looking for, but you see, God has designed us. We are relational human beings. That is what God designed us for. Look at Adam and Eve, in the Garden of Eden, when God was coming in the coolness of the day and coming and interacting with them and coming and having that fellowship time with them, because He knew very well that relationship is key. Relationship is important, in our lives. And I would like to urge you, you want to know your purpose, you want to know what God has in store for you, why don't you get on board with Him? Why don't you give your life to Him and discover the plans that He has for you? And that's the message that is encouraging, today. And I could go on and on, talking about what God has done in my life since the time I gave my life to Christ. But I would really love you to come on board and get to know who God is. You're figuring out your purpose, you don't know what to do. He knows what's best for you. He knows what's best for you. All you need is get on board. Get on board. I'm reminded, if you want to travel from one place to another, you got to get on board on something. It's either a bicycle, either a motorbike, either a car, either a scooter, either a bus, or either, you got to get on board on something, or in an aeroplane. You got to get on board on something for you to reach your next destination. And see, for us as believers, or for us as human beings in this world, we have a destination, we have a goal, but this goal is only discovered when we get on board in this bus that Christ is calling us into. May God bless you even as you ponder